Cheers everyone, thanks for joining us for another beer review. If you are new to the channel, which I'm sure there might be a few of you, I think hopefully most of you watch anyway, but if you are new to the channel, you're watching All the Beer No Idea. My name is Baz and I do a variety of beer stuff. Do a few work videos, haven't done any, do a few videos, haven't done any for a while, that's what I was going to say. Do a few food videos and stuff. Blade. There's a beer monster machine over there, which is basically a 5 litre mini keg thing, just there, and further over the other side, Perfect Draft. Also do bottles, cans, and blah blah blah, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, it's time for another beer review, and we are taking a look at an alcohol-free beer from Germany. Didn't get it from Germany personally. I got it from Oswestry Market. Indoor market, and it was the Black Forest Deli that specialise in German stuff. Food, beer, liqueurs, all that sort of stuff, things like that. So the beer we are looking at is from König brauerei, I think that's how you pronounce it, and we are taking a look at their König pilsner, alcohol free. It's in a 500ml bottle. It coming at about, oh there it is, £2.50 on the front, it's saying. 0.05% or 0.5% I should say. So yeah, I have heard of their normal pilsner. I don't think I've ever actually reviewed it. I think I've had it, but I don't think I've ever reviewed it. I'd have to check, to be honest. Nice label, there we go. Blue or green is what you always sort of see on these alcohol-free beer labels. And there we go, there's the bottle cap. Is it a twisty one? No, that's just the look of it. Let me put it that way, that's the way it goes. I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. But yeah, glass at the ready. Now I don't have a König Pilsner glass or a König Brauerei glass. So let's get this cracked open. This is the third of 3 alcohol-free beers that I've done in the last couple of days. One yesterday, I've done one earlier on. This is the final one that I've got. So get it cracked and see what we get. And I'm fully expecting them all to taste very much similar. Let's get her in the glass and have a look. Very, very light in colour. It looks a bit brighter probably because of the light on my sign behind, but me looking at it, holding it up like that, it's got a slight golden tinge to it. Smells a bit sort of skunky, which is not something I've had from any other the alcohol-free beers. But yeah, it's sort of like holding it up against the light. It's a the window and the light coming through. It's a very light straw colour. Quite a few bubbles going up. Pretty busy. The head is spacious, but sort of kind of going in on itself. There's a bit left in the bottle, so let's dive in on the nose and see what we get. I'm certain I got a bit of skunkiness there. I swear there was when I first opened it, which seems a bit odd, because it is a brown bottle. Well, I don't know, it's kind of like a greeny brown bottle, but very odd. But on the nose, you kind of get that little skunky feel to it on the nose. But again, it's very grainy, very malty. As I've said with the other videos, and you'll see that, almost a Weetabix feel to it on the nose. Not really anything else going. All grain, no real hops in this. So, dive in. König Pilsner, alcohol free since 1516. Cheers. Okay. This is slightly different. Is it better? It's interesting. Let's go in again. Go in again. Light in body, as you'd expect. I'm going to say it's maybe lighter than the other ones that I've had. Quite well carbonated as you drink it, but it doesn't really sort of fill you up with bubbles. It is a little bit rough around the edges in the mouthfeel. but not massively. And that's going to be because the beer is a bit lighter and more carbonated, and you kind of feel the bubbles a bit more, which makes it feel a little bit rougher, if you like. On the taste, grainy and malty, I said on the nose. On the taste, it's definitely got a lot more sort of hop to it for me. A hoppy bite, a hoppy spiciness, a hoppy kick. And that malty, grainy feel in the taste that I've had with the others isn't there so much. It kind of feels, from what I can recall, it kind of feels a little bit like Beck's Blue. So it still has that sort of bite to it. Whereas, and there really isn't, in all honesty, not much sort of, if any, that grainy malty feel in the background on the taste. And when you burp, you get that hoppy taste as well. I've just burped there and I've got that sort of hoppy bite. I'm quite impressed with it. It's taken a little bit of working out, this one, or thinking about, because it is different to the two that I've done, which have been in the last sort of 12 hours. Well, one was only about an hour ago, if that. But yeah, I think that's pretty decent, actually. It's certainly different to the ones I've done, but it feels, this out of the three that I've done recently, this one probably feels more like a beer than any of them. It probably feels more like a beer than most that I've had. And the more I drink it, the more it grows on me. As I said, there felt like there was a little bit of a skunky whiff on the nose when I opened it. Yeah, I actually think that's quite decent. I think this one resembles a beer more than any of them. So yeah, for me, König Pilsner, alcohol free, I would recommend to people who don't drink beer in general, but like an alcohol free beer, to give that a go. I'm quite impressed with that. Granted, you know, it's not going to be anything like their standard Pilsner that is something like 4.9%. But it feels like a beer. It genuinely feels like a proper beer. It just feels like a weaker one, if you like, which it is a weaker one, but a much weaker one. And I think that's pretty decent. So for me, König Pilsner, alcohol free. Is it one I'd drink again? Definitely. Is it one I'd recommend? Yes. Depending on how you watch these videos or when they go up. For me, out of the three that I've just done, that is probably the best one. Probably the best one out of them all. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. If you're thinking of getting it, like I say, if you're around Oswald Street, pop up to Oswald Street Market, Black Forest Deli, the front of the market. As you go in, it used to be where Hartshorn's was, the butcher's. So you've got kind of three entrances at the front, one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle. Go to the one by the right, and it's literally on the left side of that right entrance, if you like. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.